What's up guys, Presley. Today we're going to be talking about springtime spinnerbait fishing. Rod, reel, line size are also key components to spinnerbait fishing, and it all really depends on the size of your spinnerbait. So this is a 3/8 ounce spinnerbait, so it's a little bit lighter. So I'm only going to be throwing 15-pound test, throwing it up against trees in the water, even rocks. And this spinnerbait really just comes through the water well, imitates bait that the fish are going to want to eat and be attracted to. So 15-pound test line is going to be ideal because you've got the strength for the spinnerbait, but it's not going to be too much that it's going to impact the action of the bait. So 15-pound test is a really good line size for just about any bait you're going to use, but especially for spinnerbaits. This is a G Loomis NRX Plus rod. It's a 7.4 medium heavy fast, and this is a really good sensitive rod. A little bit longer, 7 foot 4 inches, so you can really sling that spinnerbait out where you need it to go. And it's a medium heavy, so it's not too stiff but not too limber and soft of a tip. So it's really gonna, whenever you get that hook set with that thicker hook, it's really gonna drive it into the fish's mouth and get good hook penetration. Another really key aspect of spinnerbait fishing is your reel. So right here we've got a Shimano Metanium Baitcaster reel, and we've got this one at a 6:2:1, and all that means is for every reel turn, it's gonna be less line coming in than versus say a 8:3:1 or a higher gear ratio, and that's perfect for a spinnerbait, so it can really stay close to the bottom and bump those rocks and bump over those tree limbs. Some smaller details on this reel are this is a drag star, and a drag is whenever you're hooked into a fish, you don't want to just straight reel the fish in because you might snap your line, rip the hook out. But when the fish goes to dart off and pull because it does not like being hooked, it's trying to pull away, get away. This drag, when you adjust it, it'll let the fish pull more line off of your reel, so those fish can stay hooked up and you can land the fish. So on spinnerbaits, there's 3 different kinds of blades. On this particular spinnerbait, this silver one here, this is called a Willow Blade. And this blade is the purpose is to make more of a flash than a thump, but this blade is more rounded, more of a circular shape, and it's gonna make a loud thump in the water. And this Colorado blades are really good for muddy water, and can really make them fish get attracted to this bait, and they can find it and really get honed in on the bait, and makes it really easy for these fish to key in on it. You can fish the spinnerbait just about anywhere. You can throw it out deep in 20 foot of water with a big 3/4 ounce spinnerbait. But in the springtime, you're really going to be targeting that 3 to 6 foot area because the fish are going to be coming up shallow to spawn in these spawning pockets. And you can throw this just about anywhere on the bank. You know, you could throw it through brush piles, bang it across rocks, and it's a pretty weedless bait, so you're not going to get hung up too much. But if you're getting hung up, you know you're putting it in the right places, so keep doing what you're doing, throwing it up into that cover, under those trees, under docks even, depending on what kind of lake you're at, because some fish will spawn on the floating docks on the tunes, and they'll actually spray the eggs out onto the docks, and a spinnerbait's a really good bait to target those fish.